Hello, and welcome back to the Truth About Hemorrhoids question and answer. Today we have a letter from Aaron. He says, "Hello. About a year ago I noticed blood in my stool, and when I told my doctor, he referred me to a GI, and he examined me and reported that I had grade 2 internal hemorrhoids. He wanted to remove them at that time, as he told me that by waiting I would risk them prolapsing. I did not have anything done because I have heard only bad things, and I have controlled them with my diet since then, and I have really gone all out and changed my life to accommodate them. In the last year, I have only had 2 flare-ups, both due to diarrhea while I was sick. However, knowing that I have them and will probably need to do something eventually, I got your book, and while reading it, you made the same comment that my GI made, and that was that I would want to resolve this before they began prolapsing. I know that means when they come out of your butt. However, could you tell me what would be a compelling reason for me to have a procedure done even though I'm not having problems and seem to have it under control with my diet? Thank you very much for your time and website, Aaron." Well, Aaron, you've asked one of my favorite questions, but first, you need to be commended on the way you've taken control of your life and changed your diet. I would think that has had plenty of other positive impacts on your health other than just the hemorrhoids, so good for you and keep it up. You want to know why I'm a believer in taking care of the hemorrhoids now? Well, do you have insurance now, Aaron? Probably. You probably have a job, too. That's when you should have it done. Will you have insurance a year from now? Probably. But what if you don't? Depending on the type of procedure and whether it's to be performed in a doctor's office or on an outpatient basis at the hospital, it could range anywhere from $3,500 to $12,000. Also, listen to this. A year ago, most hospitals would allow you to set up payment arrangements for your deductible. Now, because of the economic situation, a lot will not do that anymore. So you have to show up with all of it up front. I had an email a few weeks ago from a woman who had bought my book, had scheduled her surgery, and she said that the hospital had called her and told her that she would have to pay the $1,600 deductible a week in advance if she was going to pay by check. And they told her that if she wanted to pay the day of the procedure, she'd have to bring cash. So you think back to just a year ago when you could set up your deductible payments to the hospital on a payment plan. That was commonplace. But now you see how strict the hospitals have gotten. So we can't necessarily predict the future. So if you have the means to do it now, I wouldn't be inclined to put it off any longer. Now, the second very compelling reason is that in your condition, with the small grade 2 internal hemorrhoids, you can easily be treated in an office with a minimal procedure like IRC, which is virtually painless, has virtually no recovery time. It's also one of the least expensive procedures. A third compelling reason is this: as you get older, what happens if you develop some other ailment, like a stomach ulcer, Crohn's disease, or maybe you become lactose intolerant? All of those things can cause symptoms that will greatly irritate your internal hemorrhoids, encouraging them to prolapse. When prolapse occurs, the rectal tissue, or the hemorrhoid, protrudes outside the anus. Now, in order for it to do that, that hemorrhoid has to grow in size. It has to encompass more anal tissue. So, at first, the prolapse of the rectum usually only occurs when you use the toilet, when you have a bowel movement. But after it goes on for some time, you can have a prolapse simply by sneezing or coughing hard. And it can continue to get worse and worse until any exertion on your body at all will result in a prolapse. Now, if you waited until you got to that stage until you go and have something done about it, you're going to require a major procedure like a complex hemorrhoidectomy with a harmonic scalpel, or the THD or the PHP procedures. Now, all those are very expensive and all have some pain associated with them during the recovery, although not much like 10 years ago. And you're going to be required to take anywhere from a week to, could be up to 2 weeks off of work. So I hope this gives you a few things to think about. And remember, if you have any questions, we're always here. So thank you for tuning in to The Truth About Hemorrhoids. And remember, if you have any questions, you can email them to us at hemorrhoidstruth@live.net, or you can go to our website, www.truthabouthemorrhoids.net, and you can submit a question there in the question and comment section. We're also starting to put these videos on YouTube, so you can post a question in the comment section on the videos, and we can answer it that way as well. So, thank you very much. Until next time, go get yourself fixed.